Hello. We're going to try this again. I'm in a house with a husband who just yells out of the blue. Okay, here we go. Have you ever felt like you're parenting alone, where every meal, every household chore, every extracurricular activity is all on you? Those pickups, drop-offs, dinner, getting ready, everything's on you. My name is Brandy. I'm a mother of 2 young men now, a wife of 24 years to my middle school sweetheart, Artrell. He is a high school football coach and has a crazy, excessive amount of time spent at school and working with the kids. I will focus on the importance of communication in a marriage, a partnership, one that's based on the Bible, God's words, biblical, a traditional marriage where there's no gender hierarchy or nothing that's based on if you're a woman or if you're a man, you do this, you do that. Sort of, but not really. Both spouses are treated and valued equally. They're heard and they're responsible for nurturing the family and the relationship. Ephesians 5:21 says, submit to one another out of reverence for Christ. I will address my feelings, how I felt lonely, exhausted, and unappreciated. I will also discuss the significance and importance of listening to the other's feelings and perspectives. Lastly, I'll share the resolution we both came up with by the end of our conversation. First, feeling emotional about the lack of time my husband spent with the family. I felt home alone all the time, attending games alone, each game. I felt exhausted and unappreciated, also unheard. These things are important to communicate with the partner. One day, my husband was home miraculously, and I said, okay, now's the time for the discussion. He was on a computer, doing work, watching game film, something like that. I explained to him that I felt like a single parent, a taxi, and a short order cook, but I was exhausted and doing it alone. I am a middle school DMC teacher, which requires me to spend my days working with middle schoolers and their behavior issues. Once I'm done with work, I come home, I cook, I clean, get the boys' homework and their extracurriculars, drop off, pickups, anything like that, which was hard when they were younger. As they got older, it got better, but we're not there yet. Our conversation was discussing the exhaustion I felt during this time. My husband was on the computer, as I said earlier. I felt unheard. He wasn't listening. He wasn't making eye contact, which was my feeling. So his response was, I need to work to support the family. I only need to do a bulk of the work. I, meaning me, needed to do a bulk of the work while football season was happening. And he was spending a lot of time. When I say a lot of time working or when he was at school and out of the house, it was anywhere from 10 to 16 hours gone all day. Once he got home, he ate, he slept, he worked some more. Little time spent with me. The reason I felt like he wasn't communicating or listening was because he wasn't making eye contact. He was typing on his computer. He was watching video and I'm talking and it's like, In his mind and his perspective, he was doing what he was supposed to do, take care of the family. That was financial. From my emotional feelings, it was time spent away from us. His response of, I need to work to support the family, that the wife, is only taking care of the family for a little bit. To me, it was a prime example of the I-it form of communication. As he was working during the football season, there was no time. So once he was home, he was sleeping or on a computer watching game. And I just wondered if he had any empathy for my feelings. So according to the textbook, Reflect and Relate, Intro to Communication, empathy means understanding and awareness of another person's perspective. I was empathetic to how he felt about working to take care of the family, but I wasn't sure if he was empathetic towards me. Understanding his personality, I got it, but he just needed to listen to me by making eye contact. My Life Application Study Bible is a tool we use in our relationship, in our marriage. It states that submission is rarely a problem in homes that both believe in God. Both spouses have strong relationships with Christ, and where each one works for the happiness of the other. As we sat down without multitasking, computer away, no distractions, we discussed the roles of husbands and wives according to God's words. Mutual respect, love, and sacrifice was part of that. We understood that those things were required and that the sacrifice would not last long. Communication that we were having at that moment was active listening. Everyone was listening to everyone else. And the distraction-free environment was the best thing and the only thing that we needed, because we were both have a strong relationship with Christ. So our resolution was, first, he would leave work when he could. Second, he would allot time when he had it for the family. And third, he would share the household responsibilities after football season. It would be more manageable, in which I understood. During this conversation, we used we language. We are a team. We are Team Perry. It allowed him to be more present with the family once the season ended. Finally, the resolutions of patience. Number 1, love, sacrifice, and mutual respect. Allotted time in the day for family and some me time.